Good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you at DVD 2010, my first as Minister for Defence, Equipment, Support and Technology. Of course, DVD brings the entire defence acquisition team together, government, industry, academia, and of course, above all, our customers in the armed forces. And together, we are the team that has to make acquisition work. It goes without saying that we have a vital shared interest in doing this. Our brave men and women in uniform, as we all know, depend on getting the right equipment at the right time in the right place. And I have to say, as a new minister, that was brought home to me very sharply by the number of letters of congratulations I received from friends and family and constituents congratulating me, but also saying what a heavy duty I had, because they all had children, cousins, grandchildren, nephews, nieces serving in Afghanistan. And so those letters, although very welcome, also reminded me of the heavy responsibility that comes with this particular role. Of course, our shared first priority must be ensuring that we deploy on operations and therefore on those exposed to greatest risk are provided with the best possible tools available. Our second priority is the responsibility we have to ensure that we are as ready as can be for whatever future operations come our way. And to meet these objectives, we'll test any future equipment programme against 5 criteria. First, capability. We have a very bad habit of talking about equipment programmes as if they exist in some kind of abstract, when we should be talking about capability. Does this piece of equipment enable our armed forces to fight effectively and win on the modern battlefield? Second, affordability. Can we afford not just the initial procurement costs, but also, crucially, the through-life costs? Third, adaptability. How can we get the greatest flexibility in the equipment we buy while ensuring as many potential roles as possible are fulfilled? Fourth, interoperability. Will this piece of equipment allow the British Armed Forces to take part in combined and joint military operations with our allies, specifically NATO? And fifth, and important for me, exportability. Is this piece of equipment one that will have a high export demand, which may, in the long term, reduce our own acquisition costs, create jobs at home, and more broadly help the British economy? We're running a competition, as you know, to acquire the next generation of light protected patrol vehicles, LPPVs, which will replace Snatch Land Rover on operations and provide a step change in capability. The 2 vehicles competing are here, and we'll agree a contract for an initial tranche of 200 vehicles under a UOR, funded from the Treasury Reserve later this year. But of course, CID is also at things like up-armouring. Mastiffs doing historic work in Afghanistan. A platoon from the 1st Battalion Royal Welsh, who survived 2 bomb blasts in 2 days, have spoken of their admiration for the Mastiff that saved their lives. So I'm delighted that Lieutenant Mark Lewis and his team are here today at DVD to tell their story, and I'm looking forward to meeting them later in the day. Whereabouts did the blast hit, do you know?
It was directly underneath the prop shaft, which you can see is just at the front there.
Yeah. Right. Military commanders have repeatedly stressed the importance of having a wide range of vehicles from which they can select the most appropriate for specific tasks. So, I'm pleased to announce my first contract, a contract for further Jackal 2A weapons-mounted patrol vehicles, a deal worth approximately £45 million. That brings the number of Jackals delivered to over 500. The prize for us all is a safer Britain with secure interests and a sustainable defence programme able to address the needs of today and prepared for tomorrow. Our armed forces deserve nothing less. That's why I'm so enthusiastic about the challenge and inspired to get it right. Thank you very much.